I was digging a signal there, and look what I found. Is it human? So this is kind of a weird little thing. I guess it's a gauge, maybe? Some type of gauge. It doesn't look like it's deep enough to be a light. Clock? I don't know. I think there's too many wires for a clock. Yeah, I think it's probably some type of gauge. No idea what to. I bet you someone out there will know, though. There's always someone that knows what things are. It seems like I'm not having a good run. Well, if it's Civil War era, I know what it is. Colonial, usually. But anything after like 1865, forget it. I'm pretty clueless, unless I grew up with it. Well, here's another one. I don't know. It's got glass in it, so I have no idea what that is. All right, guys, if you do know, let me know. I mean, they're the first ones I've ever seen like that. I hope I never see another one. I just eyeballed this bottle right here, and it says W.H. Shipley, Frederick, Maryland. Awesome. Let's clean her out a little bit. We'll take her home. That's how I get the mud out. Look at all that mud. It's amazing that these things are just laying on the surface of the river. Well, not the surface, but you know what I mean, the bottom of the river. When you think the floods would take them away. Yep, Shipley. Pretty sweet, my man. I shouldn't say my man. I guess I should say pretty sweet, peoples. Well, here's an interesting little... Oh, you know what? I didn't know what that was. Because it's got the hole in it and it's round like that. Pretty sure that's the base to a gun shell. I'll have to take a closer look at the writing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This is a small caliber modern bullet, been fired. You can usually tell the modern ones because they have that line going around it near the bottom, and they'll have hash marks in it some of the time, those called cannelures. I won't show you all of these that I find. I just wanted to give you an example for those of you that haven't been around. The Aquachigger video is very long, but that's modern. It's not like a mini ball. I wish it was, though. So this is kind of neat. This is an old tool of some sort. You can see that's where the handle would have gone through it. It's not a very big handle, but it's got a blade facing this way, a blade facing that way. So I have no idea what that would be used for. Oh boy, no clue. If any of you guys know what kind of tool that would be, I mean, it's a hammerhead type thing, but if you know specifically what something like this might have been used for, I'd love to know, because I've actually never seen one of these either. I have a lot of firsts today, don't I? So I've got a nice little piece of lead here. I'm not sure what it goes to. Oh, looks like it might have a design there. We'll take a closer look. And these are things that would hold railroad cars together back in the olden days. That's what that is. Look, there's stuff right there too. Somebody must have dumped something off the bank right here, I guess. But yeah, this is how they would couple cars. Let me put it up here. There would be a pin that went down through here into a hole that was attached to the car. Piece of metal with a hole attached here. Piece of metal with a hole attached here. And then back the cars together. Put this on top of the two holes. Put a big pin in there. That's how they coupled railroad cars until actually not that long ago. Well, you know, I think it was after 1900, but one of the ways back in the old days they would say that you could recognize someone who worked on the railroad is because they would be missing fingers. And they did that because of those couplers right there. If they weren't extremely careful, they'd just smash their fingers and just make it mush. And of course, they'd have to amputate it if it wasn't already. So yeah, that's just some old lore. Who knows how many are in here, but I'm going to gather them up because I think they're really cool. I mean, they could be a cannonball in here, all we know. Saw some more. Saw 3 of them that I could see. Ooh, that's a big one. Weird how the different sizes. I'll get my magnet in here. I'm going to pull up all of this iron. Make sure there's no muskets or cannonballs or anything like that in there. Obviously, you know, they dumped it off the bank there. I'm just going to take my magnet and we'll clean it up with the magnet. Wait, there's another big heavy thing right there. Oh, at least it's stuck to the bottom. Wait, I tell you, just never know when. That's a plate off an old railroad for sure. Oh man, I love these places. You just never know what might be in here. You know, I've got to remember Up until, you know, mid 1900s, they would throw cannonballs away too, because they just weren't worth anything. That's a rock, but I felt to grab something there somewhere or something. It'd be cool if we found like a bayonet or something at least. That's not what we were feeling, because this thing was really heavy. Oh, there's another one, something else. Ooh, railroad spike. That's a railroad spike. All right, so I've been looking around here with my metal detector and magnet. I got most of the big stuff, I think. Again, I'm only really looking for like cannonballs and muskets. There's a lot of little bolts and stuff, but let me show you what I found so far. Let's see, you got the couplers. I'm going to keep those. I guess the rest of the stuff is just railroad gear. I don't know. That's really, really heavy. Saw big pins. Saw this. Crippity crap like that. That's it for here. I want to find some Civil War stuff, so let's go somewhere slightly different. All right, so we're in a different spot now, and I've been here before, and I found fired bullets, a few drop bullets, mostly fired, a couple artillery shells, and grape shot. And guess what? We just got another piece of grape shot. Now, the last one I dug was probably 5 or 6 years ago, but I think I dug a couple. And there it is, stuck on the end of my magnet. That is absolutely sweet. Glad I'm digging iron today. We're gonna go along through here. I got my mask. It gets a little deep in places, so you might have to go under once or twice if we get a cannonball signal, or maybe like a belt buckle signal. I probably won't go under for grape shot signals, because the river is kind of yucky today, as you can see. Well, I just got another grape shot. Most excellent. That's 2 for the day. I'm up to my waist now, and it definitely gets a little deeper, but I want to try to find an artillery shell today. At least for a little while we'll look. I'm not going under to get bullet or grape shot signals for sure. So just dug this piece of brass. No, maybe I broke something off of it. I better double check. See how that is? It's black. That's probably iron right there. But it looks like it's freshly broken, so there might be some more of it. But that's a brass end. That's what I was hearing squeaking. No idea what that is, if it's Civil War era. It certainly could be, but I just don't know. Well, I got a mini ball. That is fired. You can see it's not very colorful. It's very colorful. There's a lot of mud. I just dug this. This is a handle to like a pan or something. This enameled handle. I mean, that could be Civil War era. It's really hard to say, but this is what it's like when I'm digging. Oh, looky! They're dancing. When I'm digging in here, you can see it's just nasty. See that water? It's just sure it's full of flesh-eating bacteria. I hope not. Well, I just dug a homemade sinker. This is a fishing weight. Yeah, that could be Civil War era, could be before, could be after. I like these because they're all different. Those were made by hand. Well, let me show you something. I just noticed that it looks like it's raining a little bit. And I happened to look up to there, and that is a thunderstorm that's going to come over us very soon. And the wind's picking up. I'm going to kind of look for a place where we can get out of the hail, if it hails, and some of the cold rain, because the rain from a thunderstorm is extremely cold, because of course it forms way up in the sky, tens of thousands of feet, and when it comes down it has that coldness from up there. Yeah, let's do that. I think we got about 10-15 minutes to find a spot. So I found some shelter from the rain at least. I don't think it's going to be that bad a storm. A little bit of lightning, but not much at all. So this is kind of an odd cut piece of brass. I don't know why they cut it like that. Obviously it wasn't used as a fishing weight because there's no hole in it, but I don't see any writing on it. We'll get it cleaned up, maybe take a closer look. I think this might be a piece of an exploded cannonball. Well, I'm not 100%, but it sure does look like it from that side. This side I'm not sure what that little bump is, but unless that's the fuse hole. Yeah, sure looks like a cannonball to me. We'll clean it up, I'll let you know. Well, hopefully you guys know what this is. This is an animal trap called a conibear. You set this size for muskrats, maybe mink. And what you do is you squeeze these together. These are the springs, and you put it in the hole where they come out of the bank. They swim through it and it snaps shut on their bodies. As you can see, this has been in the water a long time. It's all falling apart. look at the stuff on my boat. It's getting kind of shaky. But check this out. This was a nice little squeaker. It is a nice pocket knife. Looks like a wood handle maybe. Inlay, got a nice little shield right there. Yeah, I don't know pocket knives, the ages of them very well, but I'm pretty sure this could be a Civil War era one. If not, I mean, it's still pretty cool. At least I think it's pretty cool, and I think you do too. So I'm getting quite a few good signals in here. Nice squeak. That could be a bolt, something better, but you see the water's really grody. I'm not going to put my head under today. If it clears up, which it should, we'll come back, get some of these sweet little signals here. Now, if it's big iron, I'll just grab it with a magnet. As you can see, it's up to my waist. That means I'd pretty much have to put my head underwater. There's another nice little piece of brass. I guess it's, I don't know, some type of latch or something you'd open maybe. You can see it's got these two holes. One is countersunk. That means so a screw goes in there and it's would be flush. It would go into wood. I guess it's just some type of pull or something. No idea what it goes to, but boy, it was a beautiful squeaker. So I thought I had an artillery show with this one. Boy, that thing sounded beautiful. I'm not sure what it is. It's quite heavy, so it's not like a muffler or anything, but oh man, I was excited. I'm not giving up yet. So you remember those things right there? I said that's what holds the couplers. That's what hold the train cars together. I said there are 2 pins that would go down in there to couple them. And looky here, this is one of the pins. So this would actually, this would slide down into here on the end. And then once it would slide down here, and that would hold the cars together. That's pretty sweet. There is a ton of iron in here. But you see the cinder blocks and stuff too, so this is probably somebody's dump, or maybe they had docks here or something. Look at all these weird things stuck to my magnet. I guess those must be some type of electrical connectors. I think there's a ton of them in here. I think we'll kind of move on. I'm getting big pieces of just pipe and all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't mind coming back here when it's a little more clear. Yeah, we'll mess around just a little bit longer. Oh, this is kind of cute. Got a little padlock. I think it's iron. Well, it has to be because it's stuck to the magnet, but man, there's so many signals in here. But you know, with stuff like that, I think it might be worth hanging out a little longer, or I'll definitely be coming back. That's pretty cool. So like a foot away from that last target, I found this, and this is a piece of a wood stove or coal stove. This is where the lids would go on, right here and right here. It's probably like a potbelly stove. Boy, I tell you, there is just so much stuff here. We're definitely coming back. I mean, there could be a lot. I could be stepping on hundreds of bottles too. Who knows? This place is just paved with, well, at least iron. There's some non-ferrous, but I'm not going under. I've already told you like 10 times. Let me find something really cool to show you. Well, it looks like I got my coin for the day. It's a Lincoln penny. I don't know if it's a weedy or not. We're going to flip it over and find out together. Nope. That is a more modern Lincoln penny. So what do you suppose this thing is? Got like a pulley on it. I thought that was an auga horn, but I don't guess it is. Probably a piece of a car or something like that. So I have moved a considerable distance since you last saw me, and I'm kind of working my way back to the boat ramp. I just found a couple like homemade sinkers and a button, so I thought I'd get you out and yeah, show them to you. This is what I've dug, just right in this area. It's possible that could have been a bullet at one time. You can see how they scored it with a knife right there, and they would have put the line with a string right in there and then reclosed it. Use that for a sinker, and then I found that one. A few minutes ago, I got a jaw off a leg hole trap, a couple pieces of junk. But this is the button I just dug. My first button today. I think it's going to be a plain flat button. You can see it's broken right there. But yeah, I'm happy with a button. Well, I just dug another pin. A railroad pin, like I was explaining to you earlier. You can see that's kind of bent right there. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I'll take that. I have a ton of those links and not as many pins to go with them, so that'll help the collection right there. So I have a signal here. I'm digging down through a lot of muck. It's probably a can or something, but I pulled up a bottle. Must be getting signal all of a sudden on my phone. And I don't know what I did with it, but it's here. Let's see if I can... Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm trying to feel it with my hands until the water clears. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what is it? It is, look at that. It's a Coke bottle. But it's unfortunately one of the newer ones. I mean, it's blue, but it's not embossed. So what we're gonna do is shake the dirt out. We're gonna take it home with us. That's how I check my phone, make sure it's not my wife. She's really the only one I worry about when I'm out digging, as far as calling me. Okay, so you know, it's not like probably the most collectible Coke bottle, but it is pretty, isn't it? Look at that. And we still have the signal in there. There's probably a can, but I'm gonna have to check my phone and make sure it wasn't my wife. All right, I'll get back with you in a few minutes. I was digging a signal there, and look what I found. Is it human? I will tell you this. It was actually, you know, a big battle near here and lots of camps and stuff, so it's possible, but I highly doubt it. I'll throw it in the boat just in case. Well, this is kind of neat. That looks almost like a canteen, doesn't it? I'm not 100% on that. It might be a little heavy too. But that's about the right size for half of a Civil War era canteen. And I don't know. Could be Confederate, I guess. Looks like somebody jammed something in it right there. Bayonet. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to think about it, and if I make up my mind, I'll get back to you on it. Oh, I'm also picking up, I just picked up another homemade sinker. You can see the line in it. And this weird thing, I don't know about that. It's a strange beast. It looks like it's broken off, but look, it's kind of tapered. Definitely not anything I'm going to worry about as far as from the Civil War, but not sure about that one. Oh boy, I got myself a mushroom. That's a anchor for a boat. That's not just a big old chunk of steel. Yeah, I'll keep that bad boy. I might be able to use that on my river rat. Of course, I probably have a dozen or two of these. Look, that still has a label on it. I'm still picking up some homemade sinkers. Nothing really cool. So I think I'll definitely come back here, because in the past I found quite a few made out of bullets and some drop bullets too. So plenty of good signals in here. Sorry I haven't gotten you out for more of them, but I mean, the water's really muddy. Old Jake's getting tired. You see a deer walking across the river. He was actually swimming a few minutes ago. I guess I'm going to call it quits for today. I'm up to an area where it gets pretty deep and mucky. Now, I'd dig it on another day. But, you know, we need the water a little more clear. That's probably the 200th time I've said that. But anyway, isn't it beautiful out here? What a great evening on the river. A little bit of, just a tiny bit of a breeze, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. And you know what? This is probably half the reason I do this. Just to be out in nature and enjoy it. Anyway, tonight is pizza night at the Home for Misfit Pets. So I'm going to head on home and see if Lindsay saved me some pizza, because I'm quite late. A lot later than we normally eat on the pizza night. All right, let's load. I've showed you most of this stuff, and a lot of the stuff's in my bag. And I just got a lot of junk here. A lot of weight in there. God, what a mess, huh? Isn't that amazing how messy I am? And the old Vortex did good. No cannonballs, but we did find some stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video. I sure as heck enjoyed making it. I think I got a foot entrapment right there. Oh, I think I'm just tired. All right, well, we'll see you on the next one, I hope.
keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go